Big D for thelivingcorpse.com. We were doing a book. The creators, Buzz and Ken, we're doing a book from Zenoscope, but we are currently going to start publishing under the dynamicforces.com emblem real soon. So definitely check them out on dynamicforces.com. But for right now, we're talking about The Living Corpse. The Living Corpse is another take on the zombie genre, that he is actually a zombie hero trying to protect mankind from the undead forces, if you know what I mean. If you like Return of the Living Dead, a little comedy in your zombie action, Shaun of the Dead, this might be right up your alley. Let me just take you through some of the books right now. This is our incentive cover from Andrew Mangum and Josh Meadows. You might know those well-known artists. Then it takes you to issue 2 with our friend Dr. Brain right here. Dr. Brainchild with Corpsey and all the little corpses going on right there. Then it takes you over to our incentive covers for issue 3. This is Gene Ha, and this is Buzz and Ken again, and the artist is unknown on this one. But then it takes you over to issue 4 of with the Voodoo Queen. And the rest of them are down the pike. And last but not least, with issue 5 and 6, it was the only 2-parters that you had going on right now. It has another take on the Dr. Frankenstein and some Wolfmen. So, and also let you know, they will be coming out with a 3D animated feature this year of the Living Corpse. Be on the lookout for that. You gotta check out my shirt.
In regards to the animated series, what is that following in terms? Is it supposed to be more of a comedy, action, horror?
It's across the board. If you like your blood with your comics, it's definitely there. There's gonna be a little bit of humor, a little bit of sci-fi action. It's definitely gonna be right up your alley.
And in terms of its relation to the comics, how exactly does that fit in?
It's gonna cover the common thread that's going throughout all 6 issues right now. But check out the comic, get a little bit more of a background. Of course, Hollywood's going to do their little slant on it. But Buzz and Ken did a lot of the thumbnails of Corpsey and all the other little creators in there. This is one of our classic tee that we got going on with the Living Corpse in the bottom, and our logo in the back. So definitely check out corpsecomic.com.
My name is Peter Caton. I'm co-creator of Vegetable Wars.
And can you tell us a bit about Vegetable Wars? What exactly is it?
In a brief summary, Vegetable Wars is about a mad scientist, called mad scientist, who creates a magic formula to animate vegetables, create these mutant vegetables, and he uses the mutant vegetables as soldiers to basically take over the world. It's kind of a good versus evil situation. There's a military leader in town that has interest in destroying mad scientists. Basically good versus evil kind of stuff. All with vegetables.
And what inspired you to stick with vegetables in particular?
I just think it's a funny idea. It's you don't have lots of people doing that. I guess Attack of the Killer Tomatoes is the only thing that comes to mind, but just a funny idea. I think that's something I could draw when I was conceiving the idea, and so I just thought it seemed funny. I guess having a giant parrot come at you with a knife seemed both humorous and scary at the same time.
Right. So anything else you want to tell us about Vegetable Wars?
No, I think we got a lot of cool stuff ahead. Issue 5 will be coming out probably in a month or 2, so there's a lot to look forward to.
And are you guys working on any other series?
We're just doing this right now. We've got there's a lot of other tangential stuff related to Vegetable Wars we've got going on. There's a Flight of the Valkyrie, which is a comic within the comic kind of story that we've got. Dick Mummy stuff is a side story, so we branch out and all these characters are kind of, I don't know, it's a spotlight of a way. If people remember like the Marvel Spotlight, where they introduce a lot of different characters and kind of see what works and what didn't. So that's what we're doing. And if somebody likes a particular character, we know the nice
My name is Rich Perez, and part of Tango Unlimited, and this is a good representative of the guys in the creative team here who helped bring forth these two comics here, the Descent of the Dead and the Infinium.
Can you tell us a bit about Descent of the Dead?
Descent of the Dead is essentially a post-apocalyptic story. It takes place in the future. We're kind of following up on the genre of the Romero stories, and what we're really answering a lot of questions is how would we possibly survive in the future if the undead had conquered the world? And essentially we have to get rather militaristic, and we form a rather elite squad to kind of take care and exterminate the zombies. So don't want to reveal too much other than that, but that's really kind of a synopsis of the first issue. So. On the other side, we got the Infinium here. This just came out about 2 weeks ago. This is our premier fledgling project there, so that's more in the sense of your cosmic superhero storyline. Ron Owen here is the artist for the Infinium. Fabulous work, beautiful colors there. And again, modern day time talks about a guy who's really kind of hard on his luck, questions his existence in life, and as he ponders that, an entity outside of the universe snuffs him up, pulls him out to the other end of the galaxy to answer the question if there is more to life, and he's going to find out all about that and a hell of a lot more. So that story has been kind of 10 years in the making, and well, actually, both decades in the making. So,
are you guys working on any future projects that you can tell us about?
Well, I mean, Infinium is probably the one that we just had that, and I think what we're going with Infinium there is really kind of branching out and really extending out another part called the Tango universe. So we have characters in the works. We have, I can't really give you the names of it because we haven't really shaped them out yet, but we have other characters that are really going to spawn out of the conclusion of this story. And yeah, so we definitely have a big lineup extended out there. But first things first, we got to get the story told.
Right.
My name is Ryan Mojica, publisher for Legion Studios Comics, horror comics.
And can you tell us a bit about what you guys do?
These comics here are, like I said, horror comics, horror related, but as opposed to your typical zombie, vampire stuff, this is all pure like the unknown type real horror, like maybe something you see with The Omen or Rosemary's Baby. We deal with a lot of spiritual matters, good versus evil.
And you guys base it on any mythology or the occult, for instance?
We do base our Queen of Sin series here is based after Hebrew mythology of the story of Lilith, the first woman created before Eve. She was a wicked woman, but she knew what she wanted, and this story is loosely based after her.
And can you guys tell us about your latest project?
Our newest one here at DanCon would be this Unseen. This story itself deals with a lot of, again, like an unknown force that's killing people. That's our newest one. And we also have a newer book, actually at the printer right now, called Sadistic Stories of Suburbia. That story in itself is or that book in itself has two stories. That one's pretty much your actual realistic type horror stuff, where it's more like your serial killers that live next door. So, I mean, we're not really trying to promote it. What we're trying to do is make people aware of that stuff actually exists. I mean, it's unfortunate, but there's, some pretty wicked people out there, and we're trying to let people know that, hey, be aware it's out there.
And what kind of explicit content can you expect?
With that book?
Well, in general of your series, yeah, like nudity or profanity, etc.
Mild nudity, mild profanity. You won't find no X-rated stuff. About the closest you'll get is like an R-rated. Nothing too bad. I mean, it's definitely not for underage. All our books are clearly marked mature readers only. So it would definitely be like R-rated for more mature readers.
And do you guys have any plans on maybe making an animated short out of any of these?
We've never done an animated short. However, we did turn one of our books. We don't have. It's this series, Masters Devils, but it's the second book, and unfortunately, we sold out. Well, I guess it's good, but we sold out and don't have that copy.
Oh, we do.
Oh, we do. Okay, we do. But that book in itself, this one right here. This book we turned into a short live-action film. And that's actually being edited right now, and that's called Masters Devils itself. Got 5 lovely, gorgeous ladies who all agreed to do the movie. If you go to mastersdevelsthemovie.com, from there you could get, we have a trailer up there, we have some of the brief synopsis of the film, and like release date, any news, photos, and you can get pretty familiar with it there.
And as for the female models in these comics, are they based off real ones, or they're just straight up?
We actually have a lot of models who are incorporated with our comics. The Queen of Sin series, we have a model out of Chicago, a fetish model, Miss Trix, who's done some modeling for us. And then also with the Masters Devils, we have our model, Sofia Smirnova.
Hi.
She's actually on the cover. We're actually working on our first pin-up type magazine where it'll be non-comic and it's full just photographs. And that should be probably summer 2011.
I imagine with this kind of content, you've gotten yourself into quite a few controversies. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, we have. Probably the best one I remember, just that pops in my head. I was at a convention, WizardCon, Wizard Universe in Chicago, where we had some of our girls posing, and one of the girls just bent over a little bit too much and revealed a little bit too much, and we almost got shut down for it. So, but it was good.
Imagine they got some positive publicity.
Yeah, we had a lot of, ironically, we had enough people in front of the booth where the Rosemont police came up and said if you don't break up things a little bit, that there's going to be, you're creating a fire hazard. And obviously we have a theme of hell and fire, so we ran with it on our website. Yeah, we created a fire hazard, so it's pretty neat.